Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For Isaac Brown, Jake Fennell, I am Zach Austin. We're live here in Lavaca, Arkansas. Booneville Bearcats taking on the Lavaca Golden Arrows. They just got done with senior night. It was kind of sprinkling all the way through. And, fellas, it is picked up. Looks like we're going to have ourselves a rain game. And last time we was here, it rained 2 years ago. Not like this, but we got a pretty good shower going. Our band will not be with us tonight. They decided to stay at the house. They got state coming up Tuesday. So after talking with the administration and stuff, they just felt best for them just to stay home and focus on state. And that way the instruments don't get wet. They ain't got to send them off and get them refinished. If they had to, it wouldn't have been back in time for them to compete in state. You Bearcats, folks, they come in. Oh, never mind. We're doing the anthem. All right, folks, we're back here in Lavaca, Hobbs Memorial Stadium. Cats, like I was saying, come in ranked 5th in Class 3A, 8-1 overall, 5-1 in conference play. Lavaca comes in 5-4 overall, 4-2 in conference play. A win tonight solidifies the 2 seed, but for the most part, you Cats pretty much kind of have that in wrap. Lavaca is going to be the 4 seed out of our conference, and tonight, there's a lot of teams around the state playing for playoff implications. We'll keep a close eye on Perryville and Magnet Cove. Loser of that game will travel to Booneville next week in the opening round of Class 3A state playoffs. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's see here. Last week, your Cats beat Charleston 48-45, and Lavaca won 39-8. Last week. So let's the scores from last week. Couple notes. Okay. Couple notes real quick. I guess if I can get where I can see. We'll get into that here in a second. But as notes as far as history goes, guys, the Cats are 6-4 all time on games played on November 8th. With the last 3 games, including wins on the last 3 games on this date. On November 8th, 1991, Randy May had a 2 punt returns for a touchdown, both 65 yards, and a 41-3 win over Subiaco. Subiaco, speaking of them, they competed in the non-sanctioned 8-man state championship against Corning. They come up short on that one. Corning won that one. Then in 1985, Bearcats beat Paris 37-0. Mike Standards throwing 57-yard touchdown pass to Gary Simpson, and Robbie Jones running for 152 yards and kicking a 31-yard field goal. That's a little bit of history of November 8th. Let's see. We'll just jump on over, fellas, to the 3A. Around 3A, I guess you could say. Oh, man. No. But like I said, we're going to keep an eye on Perryville and Magnet Cove. Loser comes to Booneville. and the winner will get the 4 seed out of the 3A2, which is kind of still in a mess. Salem got the 1 seed in that last night. Quitman lost to them, so they'll be the 5th seed. So, and it kind of comes up to Melbourne, from what I was looking, kind of figuring, with Atkins' win over Mayflower. They need a Melbourne loss or Melbourne to win by, I think, 10 or less, and Atkins is the 2 seed.
Yeah, I was looking at it, and just kind of a cluster right now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot at stake tonight around the state. You got Salem and Quitman playing last night, Mayflower Atkins. That was a good game. I watched it on their live stream. Went 29-22, I believe.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Good little matchup. You got Barton and Risen played last night. Risen won that one 56-28. That was expected.
Yeah.
But, you know, they took care of business there. Fordyce plays tonight. That'll be your 3rd round matchup potentially.
Right.
That we're looking for there, so have to keep an eye on them. You know, just all over the state right now. A lot of implications, you know, and that's what Week 10 will do.
Yeah.
You know, you got teams fighting for positioning coming down the stretch, and, you know, every win counts at this point. Setting yourself up for the future for a little bit of a run.
Yep.
Get through this week. You're just trying to keep your season going. So that's what, you know, the Cats are in a situation. They win tonight. They're going to have that 2 seed locked up pretty much anyway, but you got it locked up, and then, you know, the new season starts.
Yep.
So it'll be exciting to see the Cats go tonight. It's definitely not the weather conditions that we had all hoped, but we've seen a lot of times Booneville playing in the rain. That's a huge benefit to them. So the style of offense that we like to run around here. So we'll see what it comes up to tonight. You won't have a mud game playing on this. This is a nice field here in Lavaca, man. This is a beautiful little place.
So they got turf a couple years ago, I think. But yeah, like you said, Jay, it's a real nice, beautiful field. They've done a little updates. Got a nice scoreboard over here, but we got our captains coming out here tonight for
half the team.
I was going to say half the team has got to see all the seniors for the Golden Arrows. Number 7, that's going to be Cutler Winters. He's the quarterback. Keep an eye out on him. 60 is going to be Austin Hamilton. 66 is going to be Austin Stockdale. 61 is Michael Thomas. Those 4 guys you need to keep an eye out on for tonight. Number 3 for them is going to be Keaton Wisenhunt. Wisenhunt. Hopefully I said that right. 85. Levi White, 75. There's going to be Burleson, and then 78. Saltkill, 63 is Taylor. 10 is Townley, and 58 is Taggart. Either they did that real quick or I've gotten slower. That's Mr. Will Houston, our manager, the captain, number 19 for your Cats.
He looks fired up about it, too.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
He won the toss and just said, it's whatever. Ready to go.
We are receiving, I believe, right?
Yes, we'll receive.
Nice little steady rainfall coming down, and we do have.
Do the whole thing.
You want to talk, Coach? No? Okay. Uh-oh. Got your Bearcats coming out on the field. A little bit about the series, guys. Your Cats lead the series 8-0. We've won the last 8. Last meeting was last year on October 27th, 2023. And your Cats won 45-6. That was played back in Booneville. Very first meeting, guys, all the way back October 9th, 1998. So not just that long ago. At least not to me, it don't seem like it. Your Cats won 53-0. Like I said, this last regular season game in 3A. Coming in tonight, Lavaca, they're scoring 22 points a game while giving up 27 points a game. In conference, though, they're averaging 25 points a game while giving up 29. Your Cats coming in overall scoring 38 points per game while scoring 44 points in conference, and then giving up 15 overall. And then in conference play, Cats are giving up 18 yards. So that's kind of some stats for you there.
Yeah, it's been, business as usual on offense, aside from the one hiccup week over there at Mansfield,
Yeah.
where if it could go wrong, it did.
Yeah.
Cats were able to get back on track last week. A high-scoring affair over there with Charleston back at our home field there, but able to come out on top, get the ball rolling a little bit, hopefully get things back moving in a positive direction. Sometimes, we talked about it a couple weeks ago, a big loss is you don't want to take a loss, but sometimes it's exactly what a team needs to refocus and get locked back in. So hopefully that was a positive night. We can look back on down the road and say that might have been the night that a lot of things changed for the trajectory of this team. But it's interesting, you know, Booneville's never lost a game to Lavaca coming into their place tonight up 8-0 in their series. Lavaca's looking to spoil a good season tonight for the Cats. They've had a lot of success with their only conference losses being to the teams ahead of them and Mansfield and Charleston. Those are two quality programs. So this is a team that, you know, they've given some other groups some fits throughout the year and look to see the Cats do what they do best offensively as we get the ball to start the game, and that's to get moving downhill.
Yeah. A couple guys watch out for the Golden Arrows. Number 7, he's going to be their quarterback. Cutler Winters.
Not for me, though.
He's a couple of stats I could find. Last 2 weeks, he's 19 of 40 passing, 219 yards, 2 touchdowns, 228 yards on the ground on 29 carries. And then number 6, Bryson Moore in the backfield. Receiver to watch out for is going to be number 20. Mullinex, I hope I said that right. And on defense, guys, number 66, Stockdale and Hamilton. A couple of defensive linemen to watch out for the Golden Arrows. Usual suspects for your Cats. Hunter Warren, big game last week, 301 yards. Puts him at 797 yards for the season.
Yeah, he nearly doubles his yardage on the season in one game last week. He's the second Bearcat offensive player to ever cross that 300-yard mark, but he is the first to do it from the fullback position. So exciting deal there for Hunter, and hopefully he continues his success tonight, but we don't have to rely on him so much. You don't want him to have to tote the ball that many times, especially in this weather. Look to see the Cats strike early here. And hopefully by halftime we can have this thing kind of in hand where we can get a couple other guys in the ball game.
Right, hopefully so. A couple other guys had real good games last week, bumping up from junior high. Hayden Daniel, 3 carries for 81 yards. And then Braxton Hubble, 4 tackles last week. Pretty good performance from both those freshmen there.
Yeah, it was. And I expect to see a healthy dose of Niedert and Lentz being the starting group tonight, the upperclassmen. But don't be shocked if you see some carries from the freshman Hayden Daniel. He showed last week that he's got the skill set. I mean, he comes from an athletic family that we don't have to talk about. Everybody knows him. And he showed that he's got the wheels to go along with the name. He had some quick bursts, athletic kid. He's got plenty of time to improve. Why not be right now in a playoff push?
Right. That was Hunter Warren on the last 2 carries for your Cats. About 5 yards on that last pickup. Noah Harrell split out to the left. That's Clint Osborne out to the right. Washburn is your quarterback. Warren is your fullback. Lentz is your left halfback, goes in motion. It's going to hand off to Lentz on the right-hand side. Connor Lentz gets up to about the 46-yard line. First down's going to be brought to you by Crowley City Service.
It's a good job by Lentz busting through. He was somebody who wasn't able to play last week. Disciplinary reasons, he's back on the field. Didn't get any carries last week. Takes advantage of that first one right there. Good little pickup for Lentz.
Backfield's still the same. Hand off for Lentz again on the right-hand side. Connor Lentz going to be close to that first down marker. See where they spot him.
They're going to give him about 9 yards right there. I didn't see the play. It looked like was it a counter play?
I was looking, a counter, wasn't it, Isaac?
I was looking down at my notes here.
It was more of a blast.
More of a blast, okay.
More of a blast, all right.
Harrell and Matson split out to the left. Nieder goes in motion from the right, and it's going to be Washburn on the keeper. Jace picks up the first down to the 30. Will finally be tackled at the 28-yard line.
Running in this weather's not easy.
No.
Running through quicksand, it looked like, to get going. Finally able to get some momentum moving forward and pick up the necessary yardage for first down. So that's going to get the ball
First down, Booneville.
Upright, placed at the 30-yard line of the Arrows. Be 1st and 10.
You got 9:58 left to go here in the first quarter. Nice steady rain falling. About 60 degrees out. It's going to be a counter on the backhand side of Connor Lentz. He's up over to the 20,
lot of room.
10, 5. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Be nice to see Connor Lentz get going on the season. He's definitely got the skill set, and he's got the athletic ability, the wheels to go with it. Just unable to get going. You know, he's battled some injuries on the season.
Right.
He had to miss most of last week's game, and it'd be good to see him going. Just another weapon, another potential playmaker there for the Cats on this final stretch of the season.
Definitely would. He's sitting at 340 yards on 32 carries. As Oliver Loaiza's kick is up and good.
Seems like every week he gets a little more confident kicking the ball. That's something we've seen a lot of growth out of Mr. Loaiza there over the last several months. And right there he puts that one up the middle of the uprights, and with 9:42 to go, Cats have struck quickly. It's 7-0.
We'll take this couple minutes, folks. Thanks our exclusive broadcast advisor for the app and the website, First Western Bank, serving our local community for 110 years, and our premier sponsors for the app and the website, Union Bank. Let Brett Cook and the staff take care of your banking needs, and Taylor Nieder of Patriot Utilities and Mayo's Quality Plumbing. Back deep for the Arrows. Looks like that's going to be number 3. Going to have a high kick and be caught at the 35-yard line. And good pop. Hunter Warren. I'm not nominating that for the Black Dog hit of the game right here on opening kickoff.
Yeah, it didn't take long to have that first nomination.
No, it didn't.
Good little pop. You could hear it. Oh, it's a good job by Warren. Now, Golden Arrows are going to have the ball at the 36-yard line, it looks like. Their first possession, looking to match the Cats. Defensively, keys of the game for Booneville's that front 7 has got to get pressure. Lavaca's got to get that screen game open up. We saw on film throughout the week. Not really the best weather conditions for it, but right there we're going to have a little quick jump right there for the Cats. Is going to tack on an additional 5 yards. Not the start we were looking for there. That was something that seemed to be cleaned up last week. Had a lot of issues with it over at Mansfield. Didn't have any that I can remember last week.
I don't remember any last week.
Right there, right off the bat, Cat's a little antsy.
And it's going to be a quick pass, be incomplete.
It's a good job by Winters just to get rid of it. He bobbled the initial snap there and able to pick it up, roll out to his right, just heave it. Again, you know, anytime you go to the air tonight, nothing's going to be easy with the weather conditions. Guys are really going to have to look the ball in. I know a lot of times, you know, you're taught not to use your body to catch a pass, but in conditions like this, it can certainly be a benefit. Just see it in a little deeper.
Going to have the halfback going in motion. That's going to be more. Winters looking to pass, got some pressure here, and nice catch by number 20.
Yeah, that's Dalton Mullenix right there. He's a sophomore, 6'2", 275-pound little receiver there for the Golden Arrows, and he did a good job going to the ground and getting it. It wasn't a well-thrown ball, but he did a good job just to pick up a little. It's going to be a gain of about 5. So now it's got a little bit more manageable here, 3rd and mid-range.
Morris to the left of Winters. Winters looking to pass. Got some pressure here from the Cats, and incomplete right through the hands of number 3, Weisenhunt.
Yeah, Keaton Weisenhunt. Right there, that's exactly what we were just talking about. That's a wide open look, and this weather is going to make a difference in this ball game. Anytime you're having to go to the air, it's just another issue to have to work around, and unfortunate break. But it's, again, we said it before the game started here, this is conditions that we've seen a lot over the years that Booneville has thrived in just because of the type of offense we run. So ball snap, punt is up, and it's
a high punt.
Good. It's going to take a Golden Arrow bounce all the way down to about the 21-yard line where the Cats are going to get their second offensive possession. Good job by the defense getting a quick stop. 8:47 to go. Cats still up 7-0.
Take this time, thanks some sponsors real quick for the app and the website. Shelter Insurance, agents Jerald Baker and Austin Baker. The City of Booneville, a good hometown, and Mayor Edgar Baker. First Booneville, home of First Booneville students and First Booneville kids, and Stacy Holbert Photo Art.
Got a quick shout out to give Briggs Canada, patiently waiting at home for his shout out tonight. Briggs, thanks for listening. Ball's going to be handed off to Lentz over to the right side. He's going to finally be brought down. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 5 yards on the play. Early helping the Connor Lentz tonight, as that's already, what, his 5th carry of the game?
Yeah, fifth.
4th or 5th carry of the game, so good job by Lentz keeping it going. Looks like it's officially going to be a 6-yard pickup there for Lentz, 2nd and 4.
Harrell split out to the left. Lentz goes in motion from the left halfback and be a pitch to Nieder over here on the left-hand side. Sheds the tackle. Sheds another tackle. Rhett Nieder up to the 40. He's going to be thrown out of bounds, so that should be a horse collar. Or
I believe that's Hayden Daniel, isn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry. That is Hayden Daniel.
Hayden Daniel on the play. I was watching him run. I thought, they don't run quite like
they
Nieder.
don't. Yeah,
his jersey was bundled up and it's hard to see, so that was Hayden Daniel on the carry. Freshman gets his first haul of the night and does a good job to get necessary yards for a first down. It's going to be placed at midfield now. We're at the 42-yard line.
A 13-yard pickup. Lentz goes in motion. He's going to hand off to Hunter Warren on the right-hand side. Hunter heads towards the Bearcat sideline, throws down a stiff arm. Pickup of about 15 there. First down is brought to you by Crowley City Service. They do tires, brakes, and oil changes. Check them out, folks, down there on 1st Street.
I think that's going to officially be about a 13-yard pickup right there for Warren, picking up where he left off last week. Takes that one off the right side. Plenty for the first down.
7:25 left to go here in the first quarter. False start on the Cats. That was Shelton going in motion.
Penalties are something we discuss it pretty often, you know, and
yeah.
It hadn't got out of hand or nothing tonight.
Right.
I'm just saying that's the 2nd one already, and that's weather conditions like this. It's certainly easy to get out of rhythm. So right there, it hurts the Cats, backs them up 5 yards. Going to be 1st and 15 from midfield.
Going to have Shelton going in motion from the right. It's going to be right up the middle.
Got back what he lost on the penalty there. We're going to have a 2nd and 10.
That was, I thought that's Seth Wilson in at fullback.
Why not?
I think Wilson played a little fullback back in the day and halfback. Pick up a 5 right there for Wilson.
It was number 75, Raiden Burleson on the tackle. He's a senior.
Be a toss over here. That's Hayden Daniel. Daniel going to be down to about the 35. Be close to the first down. See if they give it to him.
Yeah, it's going to be right at the sticks there. We'll have to see what they do. They gave the carry to Rhett Neidert there. That's almost Rhett Neidert, and it was still wrong, but close enough. So they gave him enough for the first down.
Ball
the ball's
comes out
on this one. And
I don't know, fellas.
Let's see. They point toward.
Say the White Hats pointed towards us, but Lavaca thought they had it. Rain's starting to come down harder. I think the Cats got a little break right there, fellas.
Well, I don't know what happened down in that pile. Lavaca player come up with it, but you don't know, what was going on after the possession was made there. So it's going to be a loss of a few. There's a pitch to Lentz, and he's got Lentz. Forever to go.
15-10, 5, touchdown. Bearcats, 37 yards. Second touchdown of the day for Mr. Connor Lentz and the Cats. The 5:48 mark is the rain, fellas. Picking up pretty good.
Yeah, I'm happy to be in here.
I am too.
I wasn't sure when I left the house whether or not I was going to be indoors or not, and I was dreading it. I've got a whole backpack here. If anybody down there is listening and need a frog tog,
Got one?
Come up here and I'll give it to you. I'm nice and clean. I'm kind of hot, actually.
It's a little, yeah.
I may take my shirt off up here.
Kick is up and good by Mr. Oliver Louisa.
Never mind. Isaac told me no.
Isaac's saying no. Isaac's the dad of us up here. He kind of keeps us alive.
Isaac said, basically, I think he said, listen here, if I can't take mine off, ain't nobody taking
right,
mine.
yeah.
So, right there, Louisa's kick goes through the uprights to extend Booneville's lead to 14-0. That's a quick 2 scores there, both off the legs of Connor Lentz.
Give a shout out to a couple sponsors for the live stream real quick. Shelter Insurance agents Jerald Baker and Austin Baker, proud sponsors of our halftime show and band member of the week. And then Midtown Charm. Hey, we've got the conference standings for all the conferences in 3A and the bracket up, the top and bottom. Just our kind of a rough draft on our Facebook page. You can check them out. That's courteous of Midtown Charm and Shelter Insurance agents Jerald Baker and Austin Baker. 5:48 left to go here in the first quarter. Cats up 14-0 as the rain starts to pick up a little bit more here in Lavaca. And that's going to be number 3, Winehouse, right up the middle, and good stop. That was number 20, Mr. Green, on the stop for your Cats.
Early on, we were a little bit concerned, remember the Paris game, about the kickoff return. It was just kind of sloppy, but since then, it's been pretty well in control. Booneville's done a good job of reevaluating their game plan there, staying in their lanes, and right there holds Lavaca to a minimal gain where they're going to have their second offensive possession now from the 35-yard line. And I know it's early, but this almost feels like a got-to-score situation here for Lavaca.
Right, it's going to hand off to Moore on the left-hand side. Cuts back and it's going to have a
we're going to have a face mask come in. Unfortunate, too, because we had him for a big loss. It was going to be a loss of 5, and instead it's going to be a 15-yard penalty and a first down.
That was Hubble in there on the stop, as well as Seth Wilson. Rain's slowly letting up now. So we will try this again. I thought that was a horn for the scoreboard. I don't like those things. We talked about that last week, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm ready for somebody to ban them. So that's going to get the ball placed all the way up at the 50-yard line, right at midfield. Face mask penalty is going to bail out Lavaca. They're going to have a fresh set. Almost come across right there, able to get back.
Yeah. We have one receiver to either side here. Winters is quarterback. Little option play here. Toss over to Winters. Ball's on the ground. And
it's going to be recovered by
Booneville.
Booneville.
Cat's got it.
Yep,
Hunter Warren. That's his, third fumble recovery of the year for the junior. Cats will take over on the 45-yard line of the Arrows with 5:15 left to go here in the first quarter.
I know that's an option play, but really there was no good option. For either guy was going to be blown up, it looked like. And Pitt chose to pitch it, throws it behind him. Ball finds the turf and bounces right in the hands of Hunter Warren, and Booneville's already on their third possession of the game with 5:15 to go in the opening quarter.
Washburn's your quarterback. Warren is your fullback. Lentz left halfback. Have a little quick pass over here, and it's going to be incomplete, intended to Matson on the right-hand side.
I don't think Washburn ever got a grip on the ball right there. He kind of shot-putted it out there, and it landed short of his intended target there. So nothing on the play is going to stop the clock at 5:12. It'll be 2nd and 10. The crowd goes wild.
Yeah.
Boy, it is dead quiet in here.
Dead as last year's corn crop. Pretty quiet. Connor Lentz with the handoff on the right-hand side. And good job by the Arrows. This is the first time they've really stopped him.
I know Zach confused a lot of you at home right now. He is not a 75-year-old man. He graduated with me.
I did.
Sounds like something my grandpa would have said. Nothing doing on that play. No gain. It's going to be a 3rd and 10 now. We'll see what Booneville elects to do. Do you go to the air? You may not. You are most likely, you feel like, in 4-down territory here. You don't have to get it all in one.
Right.
Just pick up a few, and that's what they're going to do. Give it to,
nice job, Hunter Warren.
I believe that was Warren up the middle, and that cut it in half. So 3rd and 10 turns into 4th and 5, and much more manageable now.
I was going to say, you think this is just 4-down territory here for you Cats? I mean, you've got the momentum.
Yeah, I mean,
draw them off sides.
Yeah, right there, hard count got them, and that's going to give them the necessary yardage. So defense bails out the Cats right there, gives them a first down, fresh set of downs. The ball's going to be placed at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Booneville still on the move.
It's going to be first downs brought to you by Crowley City Service with 4:15 left to go here in the first quarter as the rain starts to pick up again. Ball's on the 35-yard line of the Arrows. Washburn comes up under center as Nieder goes in motion, gets the handoff on the left-hand side. Nice spin move by Rhett. Pick up about 5 yards there on that carry. That's Rhett's first carry of the game.
Yeah, Nieder's somebody, he hadn't had a lot of carries on the season. He's only had 34, but he has had 308 yards, 4 touchdowns. You know, he knows his role and he does well. He's one of those little gadget guys. You can split him out wide if you needed to. He's a playmaker,
yes,
man. I'll tell you, he's like that on the football field, baseball field, anywhere you put him, he's going to make plays. He's the type of kid that you wish you had a whole team full of him. That was
Seth Wilson on that carry. They said Dakota Matson, but that was old Seth, that fullback again for his second carry of the night. And he picks up 4 yards there on that carry.
I have a 3rd and short now, 3rd and 1. They're going to hand it off.
And I think he got about 3 yards there, fellas.
Yeah, plenty. That was Hunter Warren back in the game. I guess we've got Wilson coming in to spell Warren a time or two.
I saw him warming up. I was watching the Cats warm up. Seth taking a couple snaps.
So it's going to be a fresh set of downs there. We're now at the 22-yard line, almost in the red zone here with 2:45 to go. We're going to have a timeout call. It's going to be the first of the game. First charge timeout for Booneville. 2:47, Booneville 14, Lavaca 0.
Timeout, folks, going to be brought to you by Pop and Pup Metalwork LLC. Give JD and Jason a call. They do repair and fab welding, custom sharpening. If it needs an edge on it, we'll put one there. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here, got a pass here, and oh, man.
Threw it right where he needed it to be. It's a well-thrown ball and just through the hands of Matson. And again, you know, you hate to blame outside stuff, but the weather has to have something to do with that. It's just hard to bring one in these conditions. And no excuse. That's going to be one that Matson feels like he has to bring in. Well-thrown ball by Washburn. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
And it's going to be a pitch to Lentz on the right-hand side. Connor Lentz tries to turn on some speed as he does right there. Gets down to about, 6? Well, he marks it back at the, 8-yard line?
About the 8-yard line there. So either way, I thought Lentz was going to have his 3rd of the evening right there on that play. Last line of defense brought him down. That was Dalton Molinix, number 20, sophomore there for the Golden Arrows. Either way, Booneville now 1st and goal from the 8.
First down's brought to you by Crowley City Service. Hunter Warren juking and jiving, dives in. Touchdown, Bearcats at 2:13 left to go in the first quarter.
Okay, so Booneville, 3 scores on 3 drives here. 20-0 is your score over Lavaca with your extra point. Coming up here off the leg of Oliver Loaiza. Snap is held, kicks up, and it is good.
Nice kick.
Loaiza is 3 for 3 on the night, and with that, Booneville is going to take a 21-0 lead early in this ball game. Still got 2:13 remaining in the opening quarter.
We'll take a little break. Bear back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Hobbs Memorial Stadium here in Lavaca. At a high kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. We'll see if Arrows decide to take it or make the Cats kick it. Offense is jogging on the field for the Arrows. See if they can get something going after that last possession. They turned the ball over on the option play. That was recovered by Hunter Warren.
Looks like they're going to take it. Take the penalty yardage.
Give a shout out real quick to Uncle Bob. He's watching, as well as go ahead and give a shout out to Adeline. So give a shout out to J.D. Swaim and Dummy Shepard watching from the metropolis of Sugar Grove, Arkansas. And anybody that may be at Deer Camp, tomorrow's the opening day of Modern Gun. So y'all stay safe out there. Hand off to Moore right up the middle. Stays on his feet. Picks up about 3 yards on that carry.
That was Wilson that met him, I believe, initially. Able to spin off of him and fall forward for a yard or two extra there. It's going to be a gain of 3, 2nd and 7 now.
Big second down, 7 yards to go from the 40-yard line.
Good job by Wilson all season long.
He's got almost 80 tackles, if I remember right.
Yeah, he's been a force there for the Cats. Is right there.
And good job. That's again Seth Wilson.
Yep, Seth Wilson right on cue, able to bust through untouched, and that's going to be a big loss. Loss of,
what, 5? 6?
5 or 6 yards on the play. Gets them back behind the 6. Now it's going to be another 3rd and long situation here, 3rd and 12.
Got 1:18 left to go here in the first quarter. Thanks some sponsors real quick for the app and the website. Exclusive broadcast advisor, First Western Bank, serving your local community for over 110 years. Winters looking to pass, throws it deep, and it is caught by number 20, Mullinex. Pretty good little pickup there for Mullinex and the Arrows. It's going to be a 10, 20, 30-yard pickup.
It's a well-thrown ball right there by Winters on the move. Ranging out to his right here, throws it off 1 foot and able to hit his receiver there in stride. That was Rhett Needard on the coverage, just a step behind. Big pickup's going to get them into Bearcat territory here across the 40-yard line.
And their little screen, or I say no little screen, a little screen pass over here. Mullinex again. What little stats I could kind of find, he's kind of their go-to guy as far as the receivers go. Pick up a 6 there.
Yeah, they use him and Weisenheim a lot from what I could tell out of the backfield, but right there, back-to-back plays. Fine Mullinex, 7-yard pickup.
We'll have 2 receivers to either side. Moore is in the backfield with Winters. 2nd and 4, balls on the 32 with 40 seconds left to go here. Another little screen pass. Good job. Rhett Needert knocks the ball incomplete.
Just didn't look that one in. I think he could feel the pressure around him a little bit, and ball falls to the turf. So 3rd and short, 3rd and mid coming here. It's going to be a short 4, long 3-yard to go right here for Lavaca. They've elected to go to the air 3 times now, 3 consecutive times, all 3 with Mullinex being the target.
Trips to the left, and it's going to be a read option here. Quarterback right up the middle.
Ball's
Ball
on
comes
the ground
out. Good
again.
job, Noah Harrell, stripping that.
And that's going to, looks like when they fell on it there's going to be no gain on the play. Fortunate break there for Lavaca as they're able to dive back on top of it. And that could be the last play of the quarter, and it needs to be. Lavaca can take the time to figure out exactly what they want to do on this last play here. It'll be 4th and 5. They're getting up to the line, but I don't think you're going to see the ball snapped. And they did not. So with that, when we come back, we'll have a 4th and 5 on the opposite end of the field here. Coming up, Booneville currently up 21-0 over Lavaca.
You're watching Bearcat football. We'll take a little break and be right back. And Jake's getting pumped up in here. He's getting a little Arrow spirit. I don't know. We may have to have a talk with him here in a little bit. Got some scores, Isaac? I know he's just looking.
I think McGee was leading Fordyce 3-0. And then Mansfield was 18 over West Fork 0.
You said Perryville scored earlier too, right?
Yeah, 7-0 still.
7-0. Perryville over Magnet Cove. Started the second quarter here. 4th and 5 for the Arrows as they go for it. Winters looking to pass. Got some pressure from Hubble and throws it away.
Yeah. Oh, I thought they may have a holding call on that.
I was going to say.
It looked like maybe 1 or 2 cats were being held, but either way, we'll take it right there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a turnover on downs, and Booneville's going to march their offense back on the field for their 4th possession now of the evening. Booneville able to score 3 times, 3 separate touchdowns in the first half. 1 off the legs of Hunter Warren and 2 others on long runs by Bearcat Jr., Connor Lentz.
Yeah, both of those was 30-plus yards on his 2 touchdowns. Almost had another one.
Yes, he did. Last line of defense got him right there, and Warren was able to punch it in on that last possession.
Niedert goes in motion, handoff to Warren right up the middle. A little start step by the fullback. Hunter Warren across midfield down to about the 46-yard line.
Hunter Warren hadn't had his number called a lot tonight. He did have it called several times last week.
31.
Racked up over 300 yards of total offense. Right there. Has a good little run up across
15 yards
into Golden Arrow territory here. We're going to have a 1st and 10. Good little punch there by Warren.
Lentz goes in motion from the left. Keeper by your quarterback, Jace Washburn, runs into a couple of arrows. Spin move by your quarterback. He's going to be close to that 1st down. See where they mark him.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him 9 on the play. And yeah, good job by Warren. It looked like it was his ball the whole way there. And he lowered his shoulder and fought for a couple extra yards there. And nearly picked it up.
Yeah.
Falls down at a 9-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Matson split out to the right. Harrell also split out to the right as well. Lentz goes in motion from the left. Nice job by Hunter Warren. Sheds a tackle. Gets down to about the 31-yard line.
Hunter Warren around the right side.
Going to be. They had that on the 47-yard line when he started. He wasn't quite.
No,
he was on the 37. That's a 6-yard pickup there.
6-yard gain there for Warren as Bearcats are already back up on the ball. Getting set.
And it's going to be a handoff again. Hunter Warren on the right-hand side. And gets down to about the 19-yard line. Be close to a 1st down. See where they spot it. They're saying he's short. Give him 9.
Oh, I thought he had it.
I did too.
I thought he had plenty there. Just the angle we're at, I guess, made it look like he ran a lot more than he did. So, yeah, he's got, I mean, that's like 9.5-yard pickup right there.
Lynch is your left halfback. HD is your right halfback. Goes in motion and got a flag.
Yeah, I got a couple flags coming in.
Yeah, it's dead Yeah, it was before the play.
And it's going to be a false start. Do what?
The left halfback left a little early.
Left halfback left early. All right, so that's going to be false start. 2nd and 1 turns into a 2nd and 5 now. Cats, plenty of time here. 4 down territory.
Got a shout out real quick from Mark and Kathy Daniel Lay. They want to give a shout out to HD. They say go Cats. Also, Miss Newbie wants to give a shout out to the Bearcat Marching Band. Good luck at the state marching competition in Little Rock on Tuesday. They march at 12:15 on Tuesday. And we want to wish the Bearcat Marching Band good luck at the state competition. They are not here tonight due to the rain, so they can focus on state. The Lavaca band has left, and jump ball. Noah Harrell comes down with it. Good job. First catch of the game for your senior receiver there.
I'm telling you, Noah Harrell got his stats right here. He's only had, that's his 7th catch on the season, but it feels like all 7 of them have been in big situations. He did a good job over at Mansfield, able to bring down a couple touchdowns right there. He just uses that, we talk about it, those basketball skills as Washburn houses that one. Takes it the distance in. That's going to be a 4th touchdown. 27-0 now as your Booneville Bearcat lead. As I was saying a while ago on Harrell.
Yeah.
Just uses those skills almost like he's boxing out a defender. Goes up, hauls it in. He's just a little bit different type of athlete. And he's a welcome addition to this Bearcat team. As Loaiza's kick is up and it is through. So tack on one more point there. It's going to be 28-0 as your Bearcat lead. 9:32 remaining in the first half of tonight's ball game.
And we'll take a minute. Go ahead, Jake. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say Booneville's clicking.
You know what else is also clicking?
Uh-oh.
Maybe your chainsaw or your shears or something. You can always head down to Wiggins Ace Hardware. Let Clay and Grant take care of you. They're your local steel provider. They can take care of you, folks. Give them a call. They also help you without that hunting to-do list, so check them out. Also a proud sponsor of the live stream. Also, Doris Davis Tax Office, located at 1 Village Loop. Get the latest call down there at 675-2358 for income tax preparation, bookkeeping, or payroll services. Little squib kick there, and ball's still on the ground, picked up and going backwards. Sheds a tackle.
Oh, man.
And he's got the whole field over here. And we'll see if he can go. Parker Smith and Clayton Green in pursuit. And Parker Smith. There wasn't the. That was Parker Smith and Clayton Green. Yeah, you.
Got people wanting that whistle blown. I'm not sure why. They got a good play going.
I had a good play.
Take it away from them. That was a good job over the side. We had a Bearcat defender in the area there and just unable to make the play. And a couple Bearcats in pursuit are able to save the touchdown. But Lavaca's got the best field position of the night here, and about as good as you could ask for inside the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Winter's looking to pass, and it is caught by Mullinex. Sheds a tackle, and Shelton wraps him up over there. With a pickup of about 8 on that reception, and Shelton makes the stop.
Mullinex tends to be the go-to guy throughout the season, and tonight's no different. I believe that's already his 5th catch on the 5th catch on the evening here. So looking his way early and often, and right there he picks up going to officially give him 7 yards there. So
it's going to be handoff to number 11. That's Wagner, new man in the backfield.
Ball's carried by number 11, Austin Hamilton.
Well, that's Austin Hamilton apparently. Austin Hamilton, I got it's number 60.
3rd down, 3 yards to go.
Going to have no gain on the play there. They're going to have a 3rd and 3 now as the clock is continuing to tick at the 8:13 mark. Hard count, doesn't fool anyone. Lavaca looks at the sideline, gets their play in.
I have 2 receivers to either side. We'll have an option play over here on the left. Winters cuts back inside, drags a couple of Cats with him. Gets down to the 3-yard line.
Initially, it looked like that play was going to be blown up,
Yeah.
had nowhere to go, and Winters right there able to just drag a couple guys with them, picks up the necessary yardage, and now we're inside the Bearcat 5-yard line. Ball's going to be placed at the 3, it looks like. We're going to have a 1st and goal.
Fox on the stop. Winters headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arrows.
And that's set up by the long return on the kickoff. Cats unable to bring him down. It was one of them deals where the ball bounced around on the ground a little bit.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about it this year, but a year or two ago, it seemed like we talked about that a lot. How
we did.
Sometimes that little hiccup on their end gets everybody out of rhythm and ends up being a positive gain. And right there, they're able to take it inside the 20-yard line. And a couple plays later, they're in for 6 as they're going to line up to go for 2 here.
7:36 is when Winters cross the plane there. 28-6 is your score. Winters looking to pass over here, and it's got a man, and it's good. Oh, did he catch that? Oh, good job by Jace Washburn to deflect that away.
With 7:36 left to play in the first half. Scores Lavaca Golden
And
Arrows
so 2-point conversion is no good. 28-6 is your score with 7:36 left to go in the first half. We'll take this time to thank some sponsors real quick for the app and the website. Shelter Insurance agents Jerald Baker and Austin Baker. The City of Booneville, a good hometown, and Mayor Edgar Baker. Also, Stacy Hobart Photo Art and First Booneville, home of First Booneville students and First Booneville kids. Thank you for being sponsors of the app and the website. Hey, if y'all hadn't checked out the app and the website yet, y'all give that thing a look. That's a pretty good website. It's got all the sports on there, articles on the kids, and on the games. It's got events on there. You can watch us or other events on there as well. Check it out. If you ain't downloaded it, download it. So thank you for the ones that sponsor that, make that possible, as well as the administration. Let's see here.
Couple quick shout-outs before we get going here. Austin Wilkins, listening from upstate New York. Thanks for listening, man. Appreciate you week in and week out. Also, James and Paula Brackney. You've got a shout-out from your wonderful daughter, Lee Swint. We appreciate all you guys do for our community.
Ball's returned by Connor Lentz. And, yeah, definitely so. They are the owners of Black Dog, and I say it every week, Black Dog, they sponsor our hit of the game, and then Reed's Hometown Barbecue does our play of the game. 2 of the places, in my opinion, in the state that you'll leave never disappointed.
No, and 2 of them are good Bearcat supporters.
Right.
They've had a lot of kids come through, kids still coming through.
Yeah.
Going to be some big athletes down the road for the Cats, and we appreciate all they do and good Bearcats.
And it's going to be a pitch to Rhett Nieder on the left-hand side. Ooh, Rhett heads to the sideline, right across midfield. And it's going to be thrown out of bounds. There is a flag.
Yeah, got a late flag coming in. We'll see what it was. Most likely going to be a holding call over on that side. And that's the call. It's going to go against the Cats, so big gain's going to be taken away there. Loss of 10 on the play is going to be marked back. Ball's going to be placed at, there they go, at the 38-yard line. So it's going to be first down still. What was that, 1st and 7? Don't see that often.
And it's going to be a keeper by Jace Washburn on the right-hand side. Nice little pop.
Yeah, both of them laid a good lick on each other there. Jace able to fall forward, gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 2 now coming up.
Got a couple shout-outs I want to do. Mr. Jed Boyard, he's watching. He's in Tall. I don't know where Tall is, but I know where Utah is. That's where Jed is. He's streaming us. And that was Hunter Warren there on that carry.
He lost his footing there, slipping on the wet turf, but he was able to fall forward.
What was
Just
that?
enough for the first down. I think it was
3, 4?
2 or 3 yard pickup there. So
3.
first and goal at midfield, or excuse me, first and 10 from midfield.
Nice run there by the junior fullback, Hunter Warren. Gets down to the 45-yard line. Pick up about 6. Hamilton on the stop.
3 yards to go from the 46-yard line.
Yeah, it's a 7-yard pickup there, so going to be 2nd and 3 now, officially across midfield into Golden Arrow territory.
Matson split up to the right, Harold to the left. Lentz goes in motion. It's going to be a pitch to Daniel on the left-hand side. Hayden Daniel. Oh, man. If he was able to get around that, he had some pasture in front of him. Gets, what, back to the line of scrimmage?
I think they're going to give him a yard.
A yard?
Maybe half a yard there. We'll give him a yard. So
Yeah.
3rd and 2 now coming up. You got to imagine, as long as you're moving forward or staying right where you are, you're in 4-down territory.
Yeah. Good run there by Hunter Warren.
Yep.
Just
doesn't matter if
turning
you're in
them legs,
4-down
man.
territory, though. When you pick it up on the 3rd, you don't have to make a decision.
That's right.
Right there, Booneville gets just enough for the first down. Get them a fresh set, and 5:30 remaining. Booneville is still on the move here, looking to tack on their 5th touchdown in as many possessions here.
First down is brought to you by Crowley City Service, located down there on East 1st Street. Pitch over here to Connor Lentz, throws in a stiff arm, gets away from a couple of guys. It's going to be close. He's going to be right down at that marker, guys, I think, or yards short.
Looked like Daniel Taylor, 77 there, had an opportunity to put a good little pop there on Lentz, and I think he thought the other guy was just going to handle it himself.
Yeah.
Lentz was able to squeak through and pick up several more yards.
And Hunter Warren again up the middle. Picks up about, 7 yards there on that carry?
Yeah, he only needed the one. I think it was officially a 7-yard pickup there. So Booneville moving quick now, already back up to the line. It's been something that we've done a lot more frequently this season.
Shelton goes in motion from the right, gets the handoff on the left-hand side. Nice little run there by Chase Shelton, first of the game. Pick up about 7. Got a shout-out I want to do real quick. Mr. Joe Wickton and the crew watching all the way up in northeastern Pennsylvania. Appreciate you guys. Hope y'all are doing well. And Mr. Brandon Scott wants to give a shout-out to Miss Haley Scott. She loves watching the Bearcats. Also, after this, Hunter Warren dives forward.
I don't think he's going to get it. It's hard to tell when people sliding 5 yards after they hit the ground, but I think he's about a yard short. So
give him 3.
3rd and 1 now, 4-down territory.
Niedert's your right halfback, Lynch is your left. Goes in motion. Hand off to Seth Wilson up the middle. Seth pushing the pile. What a run. Seth Wilson still on his feet. They finally blow it dead.
It's going to get him across down to the...
Thought he was at the 5, but they've got him back at the...
I think they had forward progress there at the 7-yard line.
So that's a pickup of 7.
So now we're going to have a 1st and goal here.
Hand off again to Seth. Nice little move. Touchdown. The Bearcats and Seth Wilson's first touchdown of his high school career, if I'm not mistaken.
Good job by Seth. He's a good athlete, man.
Yeah.
And he's a funny kid. I talk to him every day or every Friday at the pep rally when I'm walking in, and always tells me everything he's going to do that night. He didn't tell me he was going to be carrying the ball, so that kind of caught me off guard a little bit. But good to see him punching one in as Loaiza's kick is up, and it is right down Broadway. It's going to be an additional point. 35-6 is your score, 29-point lead. Jesse Martine always messages me and tells me that I need to work on my math. How about that? That's a 29-point lead. Got it that time. Booneville looking to hold Lavaca out, tack on one more, and we can open up that next quarter here.
Yeah. With
the sportsmanship mercy rule ticking away. I think there's a lot of people here that would be okay with that.
I think so. A couple shout-outs real quick. Gary and Jan Taylor are watching, as well as Jackie and Stacy Wall watching from Houston, Texas. They say, go Cats. And then Miss Baker Lynn's cheering on Bearcats and her daddy. Her daddy, Jack, tonight says, you got this, and go Cats go.
Ball's going to go out of bounds.
Out of bounds around 37-yard line.
Again, boy, that thing just kept rolling. It hit
did,
in the middle of the field and bounced all the way. Goes out of bounds at the 38-yard line, and they're going to elect to take the penalty yards there. So be a good starting field position once again for Lavaca. Going to get all the way up to near midfield. The ball's going to be placed at the 42-yard line.
Give a shout out to Mr. Joe Smith. He says, "Go Cats, go." Isaac, you remember any of those scores you were just looking at?
Perryville scored against 14-0.
14-0 Perryville over Magnet Cove. Good pursuit by Cutler Haller.
Dangerous.
And,
yeah, almost. You could almost maybe have some
defensive
offensive pass interference there as he had his arms around Washburn. Either way, good coverage there by Jace. Ball's going to fall incomplete. Ball just hung up in the air. A little too long, a little short.
Fordyce had scored. It's 8-3 over McGee.
Fordyce 8-3 over McGee. It's another little game we'll keep an eye on as well. It could be a potential third-round matchup with the Red Bugs of Fordyce. Winters is your quarterback. Mullen's going in motion, looking. Got a man open, got pursuit from Seth Wilson. Winters take off to the sideline. He's just going to go out of bounds about the, 47? Yeah.
He did a lot of running right there.
Yeah, he did.
Ran a lot more than the 4 yards that he picked up, but did a good job of getting the corner there, or 5 yards, I guess. They gave him 5 there, so did a good job getting around the corner and finding some positive yardage with plenty of Bearcats in pursuit. Makes this third down play a little more manageable now, as the ball's going to be at the 47-yard line.
Prescott and Center Point are tied 0 at half.
Oh, really?
Yep, they said it's raining pretty bad down there.
Oh, wow. Seth Wilson fighting off the blocks. Him and Cutler Haller makes the stop there for you Cats.
Yeah, and Booneville's going to elect to call a quick timeout right there, and I think that's a good call. You're going to have 4th and 6 now. Looks like they lost a yard on the play. You got to think they're going to punt this thing away. But we will find out shortly here as we're going to have a timeout with 3:03 remaining in the opening half of tonight's ball game. 35-6 is your score. Booneville on top.
You said that was a timeout by us? Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Let's make sure I was going to do the right shout out, folks. Pop and Pup Metalwork LLC, who's the proud sponsor of Bearcat Timeouts. Give JD and Jason a call. Hey, 675-6609. They do small engine repair, ride and push mower, trimmers and chainsaws, repair and fab welding. Hey, they do some awesome work. Even better, there's some great people. Check them out, folks. Pop and Pup Metalwork LLC.
Looks like Fordyce had scored again, so it's 16-3.
16-3. Fordyce. Fordyce has got a pretty good little team. Their quarterback, I know I've said it before, he's a freshman, 6'3", 260, something like that. He can move pretty good for a big guy, too. 3A, guys, is really kind of pretty even and loaded this year. We've got about, I would say, 7 teams that could compete for a state championship, and your Cats are one of them. And
Lavaca is going to elect a punt, and it's going to be a short punt, high up in the air, get out of the way. Takes a Bearcat hop, and it's going to be down at the 31-yard line where Booneville's going to have a chance to tack on one additional score. Plenty of time remaining, 2:54. And again, if we can punch one in here for the touchdown, that's going to be enough for the second half to open up with the AAA sportsmanship rule. 35-point lead at half. Clock will continuously tick. Be a short half, which I think there's a lot of people here that'll be all right with that, with the weather coming down.
Yes.
Including this lady down here. She'd be happy if that official would throw that flag.
Definitely so. And you got a pass attempt. And
got
Rhett Niedert's wide open.
Go,
Rhett down to 40,
go,
35, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Well, I told you 2:50 remaining. I thought was going to be enough time for Booneville to score, and turns out he needed about 10 seconds.
Yeah, that was 69 yards.
Opening pass, or opening play of that possession goes 69 yards. Washburn to Niedert. Told you earlier, Niedert's a little bit like a Swiss Army knife out here. You could put him in a lot of different spots, and he's going to have success. And right there, he showed he's got some hands, brings in the pass, takes it 69 yards for a touchdown, and that's going to be enough to get us in that mercy rule. Is that
good? Yeah.
barely snuck in. I
yeah.
thought it was going to be out. So 42-6 is your score. Thought Booneville may eat this
Clock up a little.
clock away.
Yeah.
Instead, they struck early. So 2:43 to go. 42-6 is your score. Booneville looking to hold them out for the remainder of the half.
We'll do a shout out real quick to some more sponsors for the live stream. Mizell's Barbershop. Give Court a call or text him 479-206-0710. Check him out on Facebook. Hey, old-fashioned service with a modern-day style. And once you consider Court for your next cut, guys, he does pretty good. He's down there by S&W. Down there, backside of Edward Jones. Also, Susan's Flowers and Gifts over by Sonic. They do flowers and gifts for birthdays, weddings, funerals, and just a special occasion. Making your loved one's day a special day. Susan's Flowers and Gifts. And Shigley's Creation. Check them out on Facebook, TikTok, and Etsy. Frankie's made us some new hats. It says, keeping the bite in the Bearcat. And someone that does pretty good keeping the bite in the Bearcats, Booneville Family Dentistry. And good return here. Avery Reno coming in there. Who is that holding on? That's going to be number 20, Clayton Green again.
Good little pickup right there. That was that number 3?
That was 3.
Yeah, that's Wisenhunt.
Wisenhunt.
On the carry, gets it up across the 40-yard line where Bearcat defense is going to come on, led by number 28, Seth Wilson. Done a good job up to this point. The one touchdown that's been brought through with Lavaca was
that big kick return.
Taken at the 18-yard line.
Yeah.
So other than that little smudge on it, the Bearcat defense has looked pretty good. And right there, dangerous pass.
Yeah.
Is going to be incomplete. Good little
That's
pop, I believe. That was, of course, Wilson.
Wilson, man, I tell you what.
I think that was Molnick's.
I think we could probably nominate that for one of the hits of the game. I know he didn't catch it or nothing, but still, that's a pretty decent little.
That's going to stop the clock. 2:27 remaining in the quarter. No, we don't have that. I try to. Some of y'all might get tired of me saying the time all the time. I try to keep y'all updated on it.
Yeah.
Glen Rose was up over Danville 14-0 at half.
Oh, wow, that's a little bit closer than. Winters is your quarterback looking to pass. Got a little screen going on, and
my goodness.
Yeah.
He looked like he didn't know the ball was. I don't know.
I don't know what.
Looked like you didn't see it or confused on what was happening.
Yeah,
Either way, it hit him. Dangerous pass. Could have been, if that thing's a little bit lower, it may be housed
right
by Booneville. It does, however, fall incomplete. Just a couple of seconds, again, have ticked off. 2:22 now remaining. 3rd and 10 coming up. Ball's at the 41-yard line.
We have 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Winters is rolling to his right. Got some pressure here from Hubble, and this is going to be thrown out of bounds. So bring up 4th down. So 2:16 left here in the first half. Not a whole lot of time ticked away on that series there.
It's one of them deals where it's kind of a line you got to walk there.
Yeah.
You want to score and you got to move quick, but at the same time, Booneville's already racked up 42, and now you've given them an opportunity to get the ball back with plenty of time remaining. Kind of got to walk that line sometimes of when to push it and when not to. And right there, they only burned about 10 seconds off the clock. So.
And it's not a bad little punt. Watching a couple of film, he flipped the field against Hackett, and that's just pretty much. It's going to be down at the, 6-yard line?
6-yard line, yeah. That's flipping the field.
Yeah.
Don't expect to see Booneville take a big shot here. They've got a 36-point lead now. So expect to just see them hand it off, maybe bust a long one here.
Yeah.
We've been known to do that. We've already had a couple of 30-plus yard runs tonight off the legs of Connor Lentz.
I was going to say, looks like we got some new guys in the backfield. Chambers is back there at fullback. HD, he's back in at your right halfback. Lentz is your left halfback. Washburn is your quarterback. Lentz goes in motion, hand off to Chambers on the right-hand side. And good carry there by the sophomore fullback. Pick up about 4.
Brody Chambers is somebody you're going to hear his name a little bit more in the next couple of years, I think. He's just a kid that he's quiet, shows up, does what he's supposed to do. He's a good kid. I'm not just saying that because he's my little cousin either, although.
Aha, the truth is spoken. No,
Probably need to brag on him more for that. He's got a good cousin. So right there, he picks up 5 on the play, 4 on the play, I guess. 2nd and 6 now. Booneville's going to take their time, tick this clock out. 1:22 remaining.
You know also what's ticking away? The time that Reed's Hometown Barbecue's open, folks. It closes around 8 o'clock. It's 7:57. You're going to get something down there. You better do it. Reed's Hometown Barbecue open Thursday through Saturday, bringing you moist, tender, and flavorful smoked barbecue.
If they close at 8, Zach, they don't want nobody showing up at 7:57.
I'm just trying to help them out. Just trying to help you out, Steve.
I don't know if that's considered helping out. I bet he's closing up.
He's probably, yeah. Call him tomorrow, folks. Do that. First thing, call him.
Booneville's able to pick up a first down there, fresh set of downs, and the clock is ticking. Now we're under a minute at the 45-second mark. Booneville may elect to just knee this out, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. Knee it out and take it in the half. And that's what they do. So going into halftime, Booneville on top 42-6. Won't be a halftime show for you tonight.
No.
The band has elected to stay home with the weather that's come in. They've got a big state competition coming up, I believe, Tuesday.
Tuesday, 12:15, I believe, is when they perform.
Give them a shout out. Brian and Angela Rhodes, they both do an excellent job
Yes,
with the band program. Had a lot of success since they've blessed our community coming here, and hopefully they can tack on one more.
Yeah.
But again, no halftime show today, so y'all can send me a message if you want me and Zach to do karaoke. We can do that. If not, we can just watch an empty field. Be up to y'all. Just let us know.
Yeah, shoot us a text or something. We'll do our band member of the week towards the end of the halftime for you folks, so tune back in here in about 15 minutes, and we'll have our band member of the week brought to you by Shelter Insurance agents Jerald Baker and Austin Baker. For Jake Fennell and Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. You're watching Bearcat Football. And we're back here, folks, doing the band member of the week just a little bit early, 5 minutes early, but we're going to do our shelter insurance band member of the week. Mr. Dylan Harden is going to do it this week for us. All right, Mr. Dylan,
sir.
take it away.
All right. It's hard to read. There we go. All right, our band members of the week is going to be the drum line. We are so proud to highlight our Bearcat band drum line this week. Aaliyah Brown, Elijah Draper, Harley Fitzgeralds, Jackson Harger, Kobe Hill, Kaylee King, Brooklyn Meeks, and Kimber Stevenson. This hard-working group of students has shown impressive improvement and growth over the season. These students carry some of the heaviest instruments in the band while demonstrating determination, fortitude, and pride in their band and in their section. Their drum beats and Candace's are the heartbeat of our band. Drumline is the band member of the week.
And congratulations to all of you that are on that Bearcat drum line, being our shelter insurance band members of the week.
Right.
About 3:50 left to go here until halftime. Thank you, sir. That's Mr. Dylan Harden. He helped us a little last year. He's helping Chuck this year on the radio. Rain's starting to pick up pretty good again here, folks. Dylan's going to school down there at UCA in Conway for broadcasting. So congratulations, Mr. Dylan. Keep putting in the work, bud. Band, I'll give another shout out to the band performing Tuesday, 12:15 at Little Rock at the State. So congratulations on making it there. Good luck, and bring home another one. Some scores real quick, Isaac, if you want to run through some of them. This Rivercrest one blows my mind, dude.
Rivercrest is 48 and Pickett's 8, but it says Rivercrest has only run 9 offensive plays, and that's still in the second quarter.
Yeah, 9 offensive plays, and it was 49-0 in the second quarter. 48 to 8. 48 to 8, but still just 9 plays.
9 plays and 48 points.
Yeah.
And we also got Perryville's 21 over Magnet Cove. That's at the halftime.
So it's looking like Magnet Cove will be coming to town next week. The Panthers, Perryville will get a home game. They'll take on the 4th seed out of Conference 2, which is still yet to be determined.
And Charleston's up 35-6 over Greenland.
Greenland's a team that I thought when we played them there, they were upset alert. You know, they were going to they were going to sneak one up on somebody.
I did too.
Since that moment, they've kind of
gone down. West Fork snuck up on them. That's kind of a big rivalry game right there. West Fork and Greenland are just
might as well be
5
right
miles down
the road.
But I'm with you, Jake. I figured Greenland would probably be our 5th or 4th seed.
Yeah,
them and Lavaca had a good game. Lavaca won on a pick 6, but
they had that quarterback. You know, he's young. He's just a sophomore. Move in there, but man, I'm telling you, he showed me that he's got the skill set. I think somebody had told me that he was like the top
one of the
quarterback
top
in the class in Arkansas. And I believe it. He looked good. He had some zip on his balls, passing it, and just was young. So he threw a lot of passes didn't need to be thrown, but he's got a lot of potential down the road. I don't know if he'll be at Greenland next year or not.
I don't know. But, you hope he would for their sake.
Somebody to watch out for down the road in the state. Wherever he ends up, he's going to have the potential to be a pretty good one, as Booneville has now made their way back onto the field. They've beat Lavaca out here. Trying to look and see where everybody dresses out at. I couldn't remember.
I think it's back off over on the right. Is it the same place we did back in the day?
Booneville come out of here, and that's where I had in my head.
That's where I remember anyways. That's been 16 years ago?
A little while.
2008. Boy,
I don't even remember it.
Yeah.
That was Isaac's first start, I think.
No, I came in. Blake had got hurt.
We played, was that the game
quarter
that we had the inverted whistle call? Where was that? Brock May was our quarterback. He rolled one off the left side
We
untouched.
had a couple of those.
I was going to
though.
say,
Nobody within 40 yards of them, and they blew the play dead, and it come back. I
was
can't
it
remember.
Dover? I want to say Dover or
May have
Dardanelle.
been. I've had in my head that
It's probably here, though. I mean,
I don't know. Something about
here.
that made me think it was here. I don't know
That's
why.
possible.
Yep. Get back in 2008.
Yeah, that's a pretty good little team. I think we finished second. Finished second or third that year, I think.
That's when we played Malvern.
Yeah,
first round.
Went down there to Malvern and chunked a huge one, and Mr. Chase Carlin, fullback, catches it down there on the 4, or runs it down to the 4, gets down there, and I think Jake Nichols was wanting to try to catch the pass, if I remember correctly.
That was about as well of as perfect as that could have turned out. I mean, we got down the field, spiked it, got the play off.
Juan kicks the field goal. And
Yeah, that was prolonged the season an additional week.
yeah. We had to go to Osceola and
Yeah, that was
cold,
a
miserable game.
miserable day. Well, both teams are on the field warming up for our second half matchup. Once the clock starts, it's going to continuously move as Booneville's got this into the mercy rule situation here. So this should be a quick and easy second half.
Yeah.
Should see a lot of young guys get some opportunities here. I'm hoping to see a guy, we didn't see him last week, 9th grader, Kellen Montalvo.
I would say Montalvo, dude,
I'd
he's
like
got
to see
some
him
potential.
carry the ball a couple of times here. Hopefully we'll get a look at him. Of course, maybe Daniel gets a carry or 2 more.
Yeah.
Get some of these young guys some reps here.
Right.
Offensively, Cats,
I mean,
excellent half, about as good as you could ask for.
Yeah.
42 plays, 422 yards of offense. I
Yeah.
mean, that's, that's as good as you could ask for. Scored on every possession, had a takeaway.
Yeah, yep.
Jace Washburn through the air, 2 for 4, had 82 yards, including a quick 69-yard strike on the first possession, or the first play.
First play right over here.
Of that possession. 10-second possession, I think.
Yeah.
Tacked on, got us to our 42nd point there, and Booneville had one more opportunity, elected to knee it out, send it into halftime. And now we're getting ready to get started with that second half as the clock is ticking now under a minute as both teams have made their way to the sidelines. Again, Booneville up 42-6. Should be a quick second half here.
See, some individual stats. Connor Lentz, 8 carries, 117 yards. Hunter Warren, 14 carries, 108 yards. Jace has 5 for 32. Glenn Parrish said we've got 8 different guys that's carried the ball tonight. So Seth Wilson's got about 3 carries, and he's got that touchdown. I think he's around 20, 25 yards. First touchdown in his high school career. He's also leading the defense with 6 tackles. You also got Aiden Fox that's applied some pretty good pressure. Got a couple tackles as well. And the other young man applying some pressure is Mr. Hubble, Braxton Hubble, dude.
Hubble's been a welcome addition to this lineup. He created a lot of havoc last week. He didn't necessarily show up on the stat sheet a lot. I think he just had the 1 sack.
Yeah.
But he forced the quarterback to move around, and,
Yep.
we said it. If that would have been a lot of quarterbacks, he would have had a heck of a night. Little over there at Charleston, he's shifty on his feet, did a good job of prolonging some plays, but Hubble's going to be a big-time addition.
Ball determined number 20, Doc Mullenix.
Yeah, definitely so. Just a freshman. Looking forward to seeing him in the future. Him and number 68, Schaefer, another freshman. And then got another freshman coming out here, number 64. That's going to be Mr. Barnes. This is Johnny Barnes over here, his younger brother, Hunter. It's his first time getting some action. I don't remember seeing him out in the field last week.
I don't remember if he did or not. Yeah, he's another like young guy, another freshman coming up. He's got all kinds of potential.
6'2", 6'3", 260, 250, somewhere in there.
Athletic kid, moves well for his size, and
Ball's on the ground, and I think Schaefer's on it.
golly.
We'll see.
And they're going to.
Nobody wants to give it up.
No one wants to give it up, and I don't blame them.
I think they're going to give it to Lavaca there.
Yeah.
So.
Lavaca
They
ball.
laid on the ground and made plans for this evening. Now that those are settled, they've elected to give Lavaca the ball. Lavaca was able to pounce on top of it, obviously. It is going to be a loss of 4 on the play, so second 14 now coming up, and tough start there for Golden Arrow offense. And
Hand off to Hamilton and Schaefer. Right, yeah.
Yep, that's Schaefer. Schaefer, another
freshman.
We didn't call his name as often last week.
No. He got in there, made a little bit of pressure as well.
He's another guy. He's strong build kid, good kid, and right there he showed why that the coaching staff has elected to bring him on. So that's going to be a loss of 2 additional yards. So 3rd and long ways coming up now. 3rd and 16.
Yep, Mac Tillery, number 8, over there on the defensive side on the D line right there, and Mac gets in there, makes the stop. Good job by Tillery.
Tillery's another guy that hadn't played in a while.
Yeah.
Elected to come back for his senior season, and right there he picks up a good little stop, gain of only a yard, so that's going to bring on the Golden Arrow punt team. Good job by Booneville coming out the half.
Looks like Prescott scored, so it's now 6-0.
6-0 Prescott over Center Point. Wow, that's crazy. Center Point's kind of one of those teams, in my opinion, and you can take it for what it's worth. They can be good or they can be bad. It's kind of like Greenland. It's kind of when you catch them. They can sneak up on you or just lay a goose egg. So here's the punt. Nice punt.
Done a good job tonight of flipping the field right there. Another,
boy, howdy. What?
Another good one. Gets
16.
Gets a good little roll there all the way down to the 16-yard line. So flips the field, does his job. Booneville's offense coming on to do theirs. We'll see what group we roll out here. I imagine you're going to see a lot of new faces.
Let's see. Yeah, looks like Shelton's going to be out there.
Got Shelton out there. Looks like Brody Chambers. On the other side, I can't see.
I can't tell.
The number yet.
Is that Dromer? I think that's I can't tell, man.
It may be. We'll
get it here in just a second. Like we said earlier, Bearcats 422 yards of offense on 42 plays. One of those plays was a kneel down to the 49 of Lavaca. That was into the half. Chambers right up the middle. That's a good 12-yard pickup there by the sophomore.
Chambers is strong, man. He gets those legs moving. He's not a easy tackle. He had a heck of a season last year and as a freshman on the junior high team. Showing right now that he's got potential to make a little noise in the future.
And bobbled. Connor Dromer able to reel it in. Connor Dromer going to turn on the Jets. Maybe we'll see down to the 35, 30, 25. Good job. Good run there by Connor. Good little pickup there by the junior.
Good job by Dromer right there. Bust through the right side. Bobbled it initially, but able to gather his composure and take it up the right side.
Was that 52 yards?
I don't know.
That's what I'm marking down. You folks know we're not good at math. And it looks like McMaster's in there at fullback now for your Cats. And it's going to be a handoff to McMaster up the middle.
It's going to be a gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 now. Told you it's going to be a quick half. We're already halfway through the third quarter here. 6:50 remaining.
Second down, 8 yards to go from the 15-yard line.
3-yard pickup right there by McMaster, and that's what, the 10th Bearcat?
10th Bearcat.
Carry on the evening.
Got 27, Riley Swint going in motion. Swint gets the pitch on the left-hand side. Swint, oh, man. Swint, Riley picks up around, what was that? Where were we, 15? Almost 10 yards, 9 yards there.
Good job by Swint. That makes the 11th different ball carry tonight.
First down is brought to you by Crowley City Service. Number 44 in there. I think that's Montavo. It looks like, well, he was a while ago. That's Daniel in there, 40, left halfback freshman. Swint goes in motion. Swint's going to get the handoff. And we'll see if Raleigh can get in. And ball comes out. He was down, though.
Ball is carried by number 27, Riley Swint.
Pickup of 2.
I don't know. I hate to.
Number 63, Dennis
Not
Taylor.
sure if that ball come out or not. It almost sounded like I thought the official was going to change his mind
Yeah.
on it. Right there, he was able to fall forward for a couple of yards, though.
Yeah.
Good job by Swint. So he's going to have the ball down at the 4-yard line where we're going to have a 2nd and goal. Swint off.
Daniel comes in, and I believe that's Montalvo's going to get his first carry. And Callum Montalvo, touchdown. Bearcats, 4 yards out. Freshman running back.
Montalvo's another one. He had a good game in his last as a junior high Bearcat just a week ago.
Touchdown, Booneville.
A few touchdowns in that one. Right there, he's able to pick one up at the senior high level. It's going to give the Cats a 42-point lead now, 48-6. So we've got people running on the field. The snap is back, holds good, kicks up, and he
Extra point is
scooped
good.
it a little bit, but it falls through, so that's going to tack on one additional point. 49-6 is your score. Clock's still ticking at the 4:25 mark now.
Got a couple shout-outs here. Mr. David Gottner is watching from the Mixon community. I missed. Sorry, Mr. Joe Wickton missed your karaoke. He wanted us to do this live, Jake. Donald Trump, Macarena.
Well, we don't get political here.
Got another one. Give a shout out to Miss Haley Bradshaw. Said they left the game. Rain's finally stopped, guys. I mean,
Picked a bad time to leave.
ball drops and finally picked up. I didn't know what was going to happen. And Blade Pachinik, first guy over there, and good job there by Pachinik. He's got, I want to say, around 19 tackles on the year. I'll tell you right here for sure. He's got 16, make it 17 now with that stop.
25, Daxton Crimmers.
Quick shout out to give from JC Rodats. Wants to give a shout out to her brother Hunter and her brother Josh Pepe. Josh is watching from North Carolina while stationed with the Air Force. Josh was a former classmate of ours.
Yep.
Appreciate you listening, both of y'all.
And hand off to Hamilton, the left-hand side. Good stop. That's William Green. Junior Bearcat.
Austin Hamilton up the middle.
Green, he's kind of a guy to watch for next year as well. He'll be a senior, but
William Green.
I know he's put in some work in the weight room.
11 yards to go.
A couple times we've been up there. He's been up there doing extra reps. I know last year and stuff, but just a guy that's kind of on the cusp of rotating in here and there. He continues to put in the work and see what he can do in the future. Nice little read option here. It's number 20, Mullinex, and
Mullen, he trying left side.
thrown out of bounds by Clayton Green. That's going to be his, I think, 3rd tackle of the game.
It'll be a gain of
Tackle was made by number 20, Clayton Green.
about 4 yards on the play, so it's a little more manageable now. 3rd
Down,
and 7
yards
coming
to go
up.
from the 36-yard line.
1:55 left to go here in the 3rd. Isaac, you got any more scores?
And Teir will score again, so it's 28-0 for Magnet Cove.
28-0.
One's getting out of hand in a
Yeah.
hurry there. It looks like it's going to be Magnet Cove coming to our place next week.
You got anything on Melbourne and Mountain View?
No.
Let's see. I know Mountain View's got to see if they're up. And ball's on the ground.
again.
Man, right at his
And-
feet.
My goodness,
Oh,
yeah.
lands.
Ball was right at the feet of the Bearcat defender there, and he didn't even see it. He ran right past it. But Booneville was fortunate to find their way back on top of it there. So with a minute, just over a minute remaining in the 3rd, Booneville's offense will trot back onto the field again. Going to have good starting field position here, just outside the 30-yard line. Boy, it is quiet around here.
I was going to say it is pretty quiet. I can't find it on YouTube, Melbourne or Mountain View.
I feel like I'm yelling.
That was Blake Pachinik and Xander Miller in there on that stop and recovery for you Cats. And just
Nobody
a busted
there.
play by Mr. Washburn there. Tayden Washburn, younger brother of Jace. He picks up, though, about 4 yards on that.
If you're going to have a busted play, it's always positive when you can find yourself with some positive yardage there, and he's actually able to pick up 4 on it. So good break for the Cats, all things considering now. Second and 6. Looked like our back went the wrong direction.
And that's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 49-6 is your score. And when we come back after this little break, brought to you by Reed's Hometown Barbecue. Give them a call, 675-2159. Best barbecue around. We'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat Football. And we're back here at Hobbs Memorial Stadium here in Lavaca. Shelton goes in motion. Keeper by Washburn. Tayden Washburn, that is. Pick up about 2. Let me get my paper situated here.
May have covered you up with
Ball
mine.
is carried by number 11, Tayden Washburn.
Going to fall forward for a gain of just a 1, maybe 2 right there, so we're going to have a 3rd and 5.
I want to, real quick, give a shout-out to those guys on that offensive line. Your center is going to be number 62. That's Connor Mayo. Your left guard, that's going to be number 64. That's Hunter Barnes. And then your left tackle, that's going to be number 68, Lathan Schaefer. Shelton goes in motion again. Hand off to McMaster right up the middle. He gets the first down, which is brought to you by Crowley City Service. That's a pickup of about 10 for McMaster.
Ball is carried by number 12, Levi McMaster.
And that's one of McMaster's longer runs he's had this year. All of them's been short. But he's done fairly decent, though, on the year.
Yeah, he's a hard runner. He lowers his shoulder. He's not afraid of a little bit of contact. And every now and then, we saw a couple times last year right there, he delivered a pretty good little pop on the defender. Plenty of yardage for the first down, where Booneville's going to have a fresh set at the 17-yard line.
Hand off to Swint on the right-hand side. Riley Swint gets down. Ooh.
Good little hit right there, but a good run.
Pickup of about
9.
I was going to say.
Marking just short.
Carry number 27, Riley Swint. Tackle made by number 75,
Swint, he's got 52 yards on the year. McMaster's got 67. This was coming into this game. Neither one of those guys have got in the end zone. Unless I've missed it. Like to see both of them get in the end zone here tonight.
One up will right here. Plenty of time and plenty of opportunity here. 2nd and 1 coming up. Booneville's, doesn't matter if it's been that first group, second, third group. They've had a lot of success moving the ball. And
that's
again,
be,
right there, that's a good little pickup, but down across the 5-yard line.
Maybe 7.
Finishes off at the 3.
Tayden Washburn there on that carry. First down is brought to you by Crowley City Service. The rest of your offensive line brought to you by Black Dog. It's going to be number 70 is your right guard. It's going to be Colton Taylor. And then your right tackle, as soon as he turns, I'll tell you who it is because I can't tell. Oh, I know who that is. That's Kyle Myers. We'll see if I'm right. Got Avery Reno in there at your tight end, number 84. And then split out here to the left, number 26 is Daxton Bowman.
It's 55.
55, Kyle Myers.
Well.
I
Good
was
guess.
right. All right.
Booneville elected to let the clock tick down. Going to take a time out. Or, excuse me, no, I thought they were going to take a timeout.
Delay a game, I
Take
guess.
a delay a game instead.
Big delay game against
So
Booneville.
that's going to back it up 5. Now it's going to be at the 8-yard line. First and goal from the 8:40 on the play clock.
Got my man Reagan Harger in at fullback. Handoff right up the middle. Reagan picks up of about 3, maybe 4.
Yeah, most of what we left,
Ball's carried by number
or what we
24.
lost right there on the delay of game penalty.
Reagan Harger.
Gain of 4 gets it down to the 5-yard line. I believe that was Reagan Harger's first carry on the season.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got most of his reps this year on the defensive side of the ball. Like Jake said, first
there, he's able to pick up the 4 halfway there. 2nd and 5 coming up. Wouldn't shock me to see it go into his hands again.
Yeah.
They're going to elect to
Just
let
let
this play clock tick way down. Now we're under center.
Shelton goes in motion. Handoff on the left-hand side. Reagan Harger. Is he in? Oh, man.
Mark him
Marking a yard short. I'm calling hogwash.
Bet you $20 they give it to him again,
Ball's
Isaac.
carried by number 24, Reagan Harger.
Those of you at home, he shook his head yes. So
All
make
right.
sure you tell him when you see him uptown, make sure he paid me that 20 if it does go to Harger.
Double it and it goes to Swint. Wait, can we do this over here? Coach Walker's over here.
Gambling?
Gambling, can we do that, Coach?
No, probably not.
Yeah, it looks like tush push or his knee.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I left my wallet in the truck.
Oh.
I'll have to get you in a little while. Cats like to take a knee right there, and I imagine you'll see them do that one more time here. And that'll be a turnover on downs.
Take this time, thank some sponsors for the app and the website. Exclusive broadcast advisor, First Western Bank, serving our local community for over 110 years. Premier sponsors, it's going to be Union Bank of Booneville at the staff, and Mr. Brett Cook take care of you folks down there at Union Bank. Also, Patriot Utilities and Taylor Niedert and Mayo's Quality Plumbing. Proud sponsors of the app and the website. A couple sponsors real quick for the live stream. Shelter Insurance agents Jerald Baker and Austin Baker. Give them a call, 675-2782. Shelter Insurance has got the highest in customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the central region for 6 out of 7 years in a row. Six out of the last 7 years. So not too bad. And also Midtown Charm down there on the Village Loop. Check them out, 7 Village Loop. Got Tali Creations, Curious Cow, Cornerstone Boutique, Little by Little, RC Tartsy, Grown and Grace, Joe Dot Farms. So we'll see what we can get done here on your second and third string defense here. Nice run, Mullinex. Avery Reno tries to get him, and wrapped up by William Green, be his second tackle. Pickup of 45 yards. So Mullinex gets almost as much yardage as they had in the first half on that one play. He's one of their go-tos at receiver.
Yeah, he had a good little game from the receiver.
Yeah, he really did.
Here. I know that they didn't have a lot of offense going. He was one of the lone bright spots on the evening for the Golden Arrow offense. But
got over 50, almost 60 receiving yards.
So that's positive, especially in that weather, those conditions. That was tough.
Yeah.
Had a chance for one or two other ones that were unable to bring them in.
Little pitch play over here to Hamilton, number 11. And William Green again, his third tackle of the game. A couple other guys out there. Got number 88, Brendan Hubble. 23, Oliver Loaiza. Lathan Schaefer's coming out. Xander Miller, 59, coming out for your Cats. Mac Tillery coming out as Kyle Myers, 55, comes on. Reagan Harger, 24, comes on for your Cats. And number 56, I believe that's Mr. Logan Wheeler for your Bearcats. Yes.
16 also out here.
16, that's going to be Kaysen.
Kaysen.
Right? Yes, Kaysen Lewis.
Okay.
Montalvo, number 44, is out at corner on the far side. Daxton Bowman's your right outside linebacker. Reno's your left outside linebacker. And Good job, Mr. Ritchie coming in there, and Green making the stop.
Hamilton around the right side.
So Landon Ritchie in there. Credit him and Green with the assisted tackle.
Tackle was made
Pick
by
up a
number
4 right there is going to get the ball down to the 40-yard line of the Bearcat defense. Clock's ticking now at the 3:40 mark. Had one more shout out to give Big Daddy Eddie Gossett down at Deer Camp. I was supposed to call you that. I'm sorry, Eddie. Thanks for listening. Scott Hyatt also down at Deer Camp. Doubt he kills anything, but he'll give it a go.
Is he doing any karaoke down there at Deer Camp?
Oh, I guarantee it.
Mullinex got pressure there. Nice. That's 51, Pachinik.
Yeah, he got in the backfield in a hurry.
Yeah, Reno. Yeah.
Yeah, Scott Hyatt, if you are listening still, Glenn Rice needs a bracket. We told him you'd bring him one.
That was Reno and Loaiza on the stop
I
for your
think
Cats.
Prescott had scored again.
Did they?
Yeah, it's now 12-0 to 11:53 in the fourth.
In the fourth? That's just blowing my mind. 7 points. Showed up with a good game plan.
See that, or the weather's
That or
affected them real bad.
You said raining pretty good down there, wasn't it?
That's what they said.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that weather, that'll affect a lot of,
It will.
cause a lot of issues for you.
Got some mist falling again here in Lavaca. Off Memorial Stadium as Mullinex. Reno. And good pop. Nice. That's 51. Blade Pachinik.
Yeah, he wasn't afraid to take a little contact right there as Pachinik lowers his shoulder, holds on tight, and brings him down. And that was just a gain of two on the play. So now we're going to have a 4th and 4 coming up. I've been confused. They've had the chain wrong, or the number over there wrong.
Yeah.
I kept trying to count back in my head, figure out where I missed it. But
yeah,
it is 4th down. So 4th and 4 now. And they're going to take their time getting up there.
See ya.
Glen Rose did score again, so it's 21-0 over Danville.
Glen Rose, 21-0 over Danville. Give a shout out to Mizell's Barbershop, old-fashioned service with the modern-day style. And Austin Hamilton's throwing in a little Lavaca style there as he picks up the first down. Guy on the bottom of that pile.
This is blown, finally.
After that, yeah. 56 on the stop for your Cats. That's Logan Wheeler, sophomore, 5'10", 170, sophomore for your Cats.
I like to think that woman down here yelling at the official is actually that official's mom.
That would be funny.
Prescott scored again, so it's 19-0.
Prescott starting to put a little bit on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it took a while, though.
Yeah.
Took a while to get going. And guys, that clock is ticking now. We're under the minute mark, 50 seconds remaining in the game. This could very well be the last play.
Ball is on the ground, and Avery Reno, first man there, but
that is the last play. That kind of sums up the evening for
Connor Mayo.
Offense, just unable to get much going. Was able to get one score on the board, but the majority of that was through a special teams play with the kickoff. Your kickoff return team got it all the way down the 18-yard line, able to punch one in. But other than that, it was pretty bare offensively for the Golden Arrows, and Booneville is going to hold on to a 49-6 lead, and that's going to conclude the regular season as Booneville will officially lock up the 2 seed, and most likely, barring something crazy, is going to have Magnet Cove visiting.
35-0 now.
Okay, so it's in the mercy rule there as well. So 35-0 will most likely be your score, or at least somewhere in there. Either way, Magnet Cove is going to be the group that gets to come down to Booneville. And Booneville can officially turn their eyes towards the ultimate goal now, and that's a playoff push. It all begins next week at Bearcat Stadium when your Booneville Bearcats take on Magnet Cove.
Your Cats tallied up the yards real quick, finished with 548 yards of offense. With 422 is 122 in this half, 126 in this half. Arrows finished with around 109. They had 49 in the first half, so just double it what they had. You like what you saw from your second group, third groups out here. Our Midtown Charms offensive player of the game. Got a couple guys he could go to. Connor Lentz, 8 carries, 117 yards. Hunter Warren, 14 carries, 108 yards. May go ahead and give it to Lentz. He had those 2 long touchdowns to start the game.
Yeah, he set the tone. He had the 2 30-plus yard runs there. Nearly punched in another one on a long little run. So I'm fine with that. I think he was a key piece of the offense going in tonight. Wanted to get the ball into his hands. It would be great to get him moving, get him going a little bit. He's had a lot to kind of work against him. He had that accident early in the season, missed a couple games, missed last week the majority of that game for other reasons, and you know, just hasn't really been able to get going. But I'm telling you, he's got the athletic ability.
Yes.
And if he could get a little momentum, that would be big for this Bearcat offense that has always been a team that wasn't short of playmakers.
Right.
You know, and the last 2 seasons we've had deep runs, both of them leading to War Memorial Stadium. Cats lost to Charleston a couple years ago down there against I'm going to tell you right now, one of the best quarterbacks in the state.
Yeah.
You know, that was just a tough one that we don't talk a lot about. But got the redemption last year, able to get down there, win a nail-biter against Prescott. Now the Cats are moving into Week 11.
Week 11.
Of the season. And from here on out, everything matters, everything counts. You lose, you go home. So you can't overlook anybody.
No.
Got a much lower seed, Magnet Cove. It's a game on paper. Booneville should win and win big.
Right.
But, you know, anything can happen any given Friday in this instance. And but again, you know, Booneville's always had playmakers.
Speaking of,
be great to get Lentz going and add that into it as well.
I was going to say, get him going, throwing in there with Warren. You've got Nieder and Daniel rotating in at that other halfback, and then hopefully have Poole come back. I mean, you like your odds there.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you right now, Booneville, when they're healthy and they're locked in, they're as good as anybody.
Yeah.
You know, we've got the one blemish on the record with Mansfield.
Yeah.
Fortunately, that cost Booneville a district championship or a conference championship.
Right.
But good news is, didn't really matter.
It
you know, you're still
going
still
after
in
that
it.
main.
It's not a situation where you don't feel like that your ultimate goal is out of reach.
Right.
It's just a different path than we thought we were going to have to take.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, no secret that success isn't necessarily an accident. You know, you work hard and good things come to you. So you put that on a motivational poster if you want.
Hey, I like that.
But, you know, and sometimes, like we talked about earlier in the game, a big loss will sometimes be a benefit to you in the long run. Short term, it don't feel like it, but it could very well be the moment that we can look back on and say that night after that final whistle was when the Bearcat season turned a corner.
Yeah.
And so if that is the ultimate goal, which we all know it is in Booneville year in and year out, it's obtainable. And we just got to take it 1 week at a time, and that starts next week.
Definitely so. Finish out Midtown Charm Player of the game. Connor Lentz, Offensive Player of the game, 8 carries, 117 yards in the first half. Defensive Player of the game, going to give it to Seth Wilson, 6 tackles and a half, a couple rushes and hurries. So also had a touchdown run from the fullback position. As far as the Black Dog hit of the game, that one earlier by Warren, I believe was on that kickoff.
Yeah,
that was a hit.
That's the hit of the game.
Yeah,
he put a good little pop on him right there, and those are the ones that make you second guess whether or not I want to run through here with the ball next time. Tiptoeing your way through, you remember it.
Yeah.
So that's the goal on kickoff, is to lay a hit on somebody, get a big play, hold them where they're at, and Warren definitely did a job there.
And then the Reed's Hometown Barbecue play of the game, I want to give it to Harold's 69-yard pass. That gave it the mercy rule right there, and is kind of icing on the cake. But I'm going to do that unless you guys got anything else you want to
Nope, I'm
Look at
good.
that.
Ready to walk 1.5 miles to my car.
Yeah.
Or my truck. See,
Well, fellas, we'll be back home next week taking on the Magnet Cove Panthers. First round of the Arkansas State Playoffs, Class 3A. For Isaac Brown and Jake Fennell, I'm Zach Austin. Lord willing, we'll see you folks next week. Remember, as always, it's a great day to be a Bearcat.